YouTube. If you're watching this at any time other than 6:15 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, September, whatever this is, 26th, you're watching a recording. So you can scooch ahead until you can see a little action going on here. I'm going to wait for a couple of my chatters to end up in the chat here with me live. And this is an odd day and time for me to stream, so maybe nobody will join, and that's fine. But I'll give it a couple minutes. If they don't join in a couple minutes, we shall just press on. Hey, Ellen. And there's one now. I'm going to try to put a little concoction together here while we're waiting. A couple minutes for people to pile in. And I say that, use that term loosely because this is an odd time for me. So I'm not sure anybody will be able to join. Wendy. Hi, Wendy. I'm putting a little bit of distilled water in one of these fine line pen. What are they called? Pen? Oh, let's see. Ink pens. And put a little bit of distilled water in there. And I'm going to put a mixing bowl in here. Charmaine. Mariah. Hello. Hey, Kath. I know, weird time, weird day. I had an opening, so I took it. I'm going to put 2 mixing balls in here. Oops. Oh, Lord, don't knock that over. Sweet Moses. I want some of my golden iridescent bronze fine high flow. Hey, Liz. Terry Reed. Hello. Likewise. Get this mixed up pretty good here. I put some of this in. I don't know if this is too much or too little. It's all an experiment. It'll be too something. Just my luck. Now we'll put this back on. Oh, I have to check out Mariah's stream from this past Monday, I guess you're talking about. All right, we'll experiment with that in just a second. So this is, you probably, if you saw me in the last couple streams, this is Allison Darwin, her Art Poetry for Insights and Inspiration Oracle deck. It's a lovely deck. I showed this on a couple of my previous streams. It's available on her website. You can follow her on, oh, I got a little schmutz. Oh, hang on. Of paint on my card. What do you know? It's bronze. I pulled out 3 of the cards. Hey, Susan. Just because the colors and some of the marks kind of spoke to me. And this one says, prioritize your mental health. Breathe deeply and inhale gratitude. I love the sayings on these. And up here it says, remember your breath. And find the magic in each moment. Right? I love something about each one of these. Hey, Susan, I'm ready. I am ready. So I'm just going to put these up here in my site. And where's a safe place to put these? There is no safe place. Maybe that'll be safe. This is one of the ones I was working on last week. I really like that. Of course, that's my colors, right? Yeah, that's my colors. This one went wrong. I haven't cut it up yet. I like way more white space than this, but if you were streaming with me, you saw me start here. And this got too much of a right angle, out of control. And then I just started throwing paint on. I got too close to the top without a border. And I thought, I'm just going to keep throwing paint and see what happens. So there are some cool, now that it dried, you can see some pretty cool bits in there. Not something I'm going to frame and put on the wall by any means. Let's call it a work in progress for now. So I need to cut. Where's my, there it is. Get these off of the block. Let's get that up there. Oh, I didn't turn my light on. My daylight light. Daylight light. Hey, Judy. Hello. Hey, Linda. And this one, I didn't like how this one started, but I really, it's one of my favorites now that it's done. As much as I like that dark, bold color, this is probably my favorite spot out of the whole thing where that blended. But the paper buckled a lot. Oh, and this apparently doesn't have an opening. Okay, now I like this paper even less. It buckled on me, and now it doesn't even have a spot to get in here and pull this page off the... That can't be right. How is that right? I think it's right, actually. Oh, over here, right on the edge. Okay. Forgive me. Open, it fell off the cover. So that's done. Oh, we're off to a bang-up start here, guys. So nothing new, no surprises. I do like that one. I do. Okay, so that's a shame this broke off. So this is the paper. Kathy, did you tell me that this is the kind of paper that you like? Are you saying hey to AI? That's me, artificial intelligence. No, I only have tried to say, oh, okay. I thought this is what you said you were using at our retreat. Okay, well, what the hell? There's all kind of things going wrong. Ay. All right, let's try to go right, shall we? I'll just keep using this block. This is Arch's cold press. So for some reason, I just felt like painting. So I'm going to take a piece of this. This was some watercolor paper I got on Amazon, real on the cheap, supposed to be 140-pound cold press. It is smooth as a baby's hiney on both sides. There's like no texture. I don't like what it does with watercolors, but I want to see what the consistency of this bronze is in this little fine liner ink pen, they call it. And this is 22 gauge. This is the finest of the gauges. Let's see. Yep. Huh. I just want to see what it does. So, all right, I'm going to let that sit and dry somewhere. if there exists such a place. And I want to see how shiny it is, if I got too much water in it, and maybe adjust it from there. Hey, Z. The only thing with all those fine writers, though, is that metal nib. When you are using watercolor paper that does have texture to it, it does kind of skip when it gets caught in those little bumps, you know, from the texture. This may be too watered down. Okay, we'll see. We shall see. And I got these two water-based Sharpies. The other ones I had were not, they were, I think, acrylic paint. But these are water-based. So I suppose these will come in handy at some juncture. Okay, so now for a color scheme. Do I want to do something really out of the box? Or do I want to stay in the box? I feel like I should go out. Go out. Go way out. So this, there's only a few in this here. But I think I might start here. What the heck? I'm going to move these out of the way. Where are my lids? Oh, there they are. Okay. Don't anybody panic. Well, these will come into play later. I'll bring these back out. But right now, I just want to get some watercolor down here. I'm going to, I think I'm going to wet this one too a little bit. These are my warm palette, my neutral colors, the blues. These are all Masha. These are Ocean. I'll wet some of those. I'm going to wait on those. I'm not sure those colors are going to fit because those are all my, you know, my turquoise and purple and pink colors. So let's, I'm going to put this here since I'm going to use this, I think, predominantly. I'm going to get some neutral shades in there. So I think I'm going to start with this dark, it's called Cypress Burnt Umber. It's a real dark brown with looks like some black in it. And I'm trying to channel Allison Durant. Never really works. Her style, she makes it look so easy, and it's not that easy. And it's not that I want to duplicate her stuff. You guys know I don't sell anything, but I just love it, and I want to try to see if I can get my, you know, make it, throw some of me in there with it and turn it into my own. Get my drip down here. Oh, and another one ran off the page. I can never make it not run off the page. And then put some of this paint up here. It's already on my brush. I'm feeling fall today, so we'll bring in some fall colors. Let's try this Italian burnt sienna. See what that looks like in here. For some reason, whenever I go outside my comfort zone with the color, It is. Hot press, Susan, is very smooth, which that is, but that was advertised as cold press. It was misleading. All right, let's throw a little red earth in the mix. Maybe I'll do another drip here. Julie! Hello, my little kiwi. How the heck are you? Oh, ran off again. Can't not do that. I do notice that using the same brush that Allison uses a lot, which is this Princeton Round 12, the tip isn't as pointy as a lot of my brushes are. A lot of my brushes will come down into like one hair at the end, and this one has more of a rounded tip all the way to the end. It doesn't have like one hair out there, and so making these blobs, it's smoother edges. The ones I was using before were like leaving straggly edges and stuff, and there's a place for straggly edges, but when you want to do it this way, let's go in here with this one called Tree Bark. I'm using a bunch of different colors that I don't use much. Oops. See how that's kind of like almost a filbert when it touches there instead of a point. And I like those real pointy brushes in their place. But when I don't want to make pointy stuff, this one is good. Oh, knitting mistakes. Ah, the thought of me knitting it's a mistake in its own right. Oh, Glow, don't let her do it. I'm going to take some of this. Which green do I want? Let me go in here with this ocean. I think this is called Copper Green Dark. Let's see what this does in here. Oh, look at you. Let's connect the two, shall we? So I heard Allison say for those, hey, Nancy. Ah, thanks. I'm actually trying to emulate Allison Darwant right now with her style, kind of picking up stuff that maybe I can work it into my own style. Sounds easier than it is. What was I saying? Oh, Ocean Paper was moving their setup, their whole studio and everything to a different island in Hawaii. So if you don't hear back from them, I think it was it Dot? Somebody was saying they placed an order and didn't hear back. I don't remember who the heck it was. My memories have gone her. It truly is. Sorry, I'm trying to make this drip. See if I can catch this one from not going all the way down. I didn't. I had done 90 rows of cable. Realized I was supposed to decrease them to 48. Oh, Lord. Oh, I'd be headed out to a bonfire somewhere and calling it a day. Now I want to go back and get some lighter color in here somewhere. I don't know where. Look how light this washed out. This was the same color as this dark cypress burnt umber. So far these are all Masha colors except for that green I just put down there, which is, let me bring in a little bit, an ocean color. I think it's copper green dark. And I don't think it came in this set. I think I swapped that out with, I bought a few ocean paints to try them, and I like them. So when I bought the palette, I really wanted this one accessible. So I put it in there. Yeah. Oh, that's where you lose me, Julie. Let's see. What is this color? They have some really unusual, and I have no idea what the names of the rest of these are. But that seems like it might fit. Let's go down here with this. I know it's almost dry. And then let's get a little more. It's darker than I suspected it would be. That's okay. I like to tip it and let the colors kind of mingle. That's all like too much the same color right up there, I think. Gala! Well, 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 look who it is. This was the Italian burnt sienna. What was that one? I don't remember. But look how that changed with all that little bit of green that spit with that here and the is this going to be the wrong color? It could be. I don't know. Let's just do it. Oh, I should have used that one next to it. That's okay. We're going to do it anyway. Yeah, that's the wrong color. Okay. Before we get too committed. Patty, is there another name on that Princeton brush? Princeton Heritage. Nope. That's all it says. Round 12. But do look for this color handle if that's what you're trying to do. And see the overall shape of that? It's more like a bullet than a I don't know, an arrow or a spear. I'm not sure that was the way to go. I know that's dry, but let's just tip it in there. Try leaving a little bit of white holes here to put some dots in later. That just occurred to me. Hey, Flo. And Tori's here. Hey, Tori. Add more water. I still wanted this more sheer. This is going to go from bad to worse, I'm afraid. That's okay. It's just a piece of paper in practice. Maybe what I'll do, let's go crazy. We're going to get crazy. Let's take a little bit of this. Let's put a little blob down here. I'm going to touch it to this little stem right there because that's still wet, and see what happens with that. Barney. Oh, mercy. All right. Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing that ever happened, but let's swap. So I'm going to use my broken block of watercolor paper. Of course, now I don't know which way was up. I think this way. Oh, and look, I'm getting green all over it. Great! Great news! Let's see if I can get that out. Not that it's going to be that big of a deal. That made it worse. Let's not tell anybody. We're going to go anyway. I'm on the right stream because this is really, really good. How are you on the right stream? Very nice. Oh, and I forgot to look at my examples and do what I was going to do with the cards that I pulled. Gayla, thank God you're here. Maybe you can remind me. So I pulled these 3 cards out of Allison's Oracle deck. And I like these loops here where she drug some of the watercolor out from a puddle and did that. And I just like some of the marks. And I like some of these shapes that overlap that she put in this one. So let's have another go, shall we? And I really like that lighter one I did the other day. And I like the grays and pinks in there. I'm thinking. I'm tapping my brush instead of my fingernails. Let's go. I go sideways, maybe? Let's go sideways. So let's do, what's this? This is a fog. Night fog? Foggy sky. Close, but no cigar. And let's just, I don't know, let's just put the brush down and let's just see what happens. And this time I'm not going to put paint up here. I think that, I don't know, I think that kind of throws me off. It's like my brain won't paint in 2 places at once. It'll barely place in one. I mean, paint in one place. I think Patty's in a really mellow mood. I am. That's not normal. Let's see. What's my pink that I use? There's Potter's pink. I never use that. Let's throw some Potter's pink in there. Let's just see what happens. How light that is. It's because I got a ton of water in it. That's very granulating. Let's, I like this light pink over here in the ocean. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. In the ocean palette, you still can't really see it. There's not much I can do about that. Let's grab a little bit of this one here. Drop some of that in there too. That might have been a little too strong. You're too strong. I don't know. Gala, why don't you explain it to your friends? I want something dark. What's this dark blue here? Let's do that. And let's do a little of the salmon color in here somewhere. Oh, that might have not been a great way to go. That's going to go green with all that black getting in there. But that's okay. We're going to deal with it. Let's do, where's that gray? Here's a gray right here. Doctor needs to take a look at it. Hey, Virginia. Oh my God. Speaking of doctors. Yesterday, I went with Dave to his podiatrist appointment. You know, he's out of the boot for about a month now. So this was just a follow-up appointment. And I went with him. And his doctor's, he's a fun guy. And so, well, this might be too much information. Dave he's a big boy, and his big toe is sizable. And he's got to wear this, is it called a gel sleeve? I think a gel sleeve around his toe, and then a gel insert in his shoe. This kind of got away from me. But I see where she's got some white over top of that. I wonder if I can go back and add some white gouache. So anyway, the doctor goes to examine him. Yeah. Hang on, Gayla. That's not the punchline. So he starts to examine him. And Dave lifted his foot up, and he still had this sleeve on his big toe. And the doctor went to pull the sleeve off, and he very clearly said, how did he word that? I've never seen one that big. And out of my mouth automatically came, that's what she said. Oh my God. I just put it out there, and then I couldn't take it back. And oh my God, he busted out laughing. And he is thankful he's got a very good sense of humor. And Dave started kind of snickering too, like he's used to it. But you know, he said it was his fault. I mean, really. He's I've never seen one that big. That's what she said. So anyway, he laughs exactly like Eddie Murphy. It's exactly who he sounds. I said, did anybody ever tell you? He said, yes, all the time. And so we had quite a good little hoot in there over that one. But, you know, when you put it out there like that, you can't tee it up and expect me not to take a swing at it. That's what he said. This is getting way out of control. Way out of control. That's nothing like, oh, see, I'm paying attention. That's what he said. That's what she said. And I'm not doing this that I wanted to do. But I do have good puddles here. So I'm going to take some of this paint that's already there. Make some little airy loops here and there. And maybe some down here. See, you get me all distracted, Gala. Let's see, what else can we do? That's about all for there. Yeah, not, This is really wet. I think I'm going to let that puddle. See, and the paper's warped again. So all that is laying in this little ditch here, which I didn't really want to do. Where's my tissue? I'll let him know that, Gala. Next time you see him. That's all you'll be thinking about. as many women do. Oh, geez, Louise. I'm going to make this even airier. I want to get more white in there. This is white gouache I'm adding. That Potter's Pink really separated and did unusual things there. I'm going to tell Dave. He'll be tickled. Oh, mercy. You know what? I'm going to let this sit for a minute. Let that stew. And this one, I'm going to bring this one back. And I had an idea. This is an old Cece idea. Here's this experiment laying here drying. So that did get shinier. See the bronze in there? And see where it's separating? That turquoise coming out of there. All right, I'm going to let that continue to dry. So I need a tiny little stencil. Let's see here. Where are my little... Here we go. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. This is what I'm looking for. I don't know which one of those I'm looking for, but I need something small. Oh, here. This. Okay. So what I want to do is, what am I missing on here? I was still stymied about Dave's toe. It's a bit loose that way. Even wear sandals to accentuate. He's a... You will very rarely... I probably have seen my husband in a sandal a half a dozen times in 17 years. But that's okay. So I'm going to take this little PM Artist Studio little bit here. And I don't know what the name of this is. Mariah, if you know what that is, throw it on out there. But I'm going to lift some watercolor. I don't know how staining any of these colors are. I'm not that familiar with them. But I'm going to go, I want to go through this green right here with the baby white. I'm getting some up. So I'm just going to be a little bit of a shadow of this design in there. Let's see what that does. I got a little bitty part of it. See, these are pretty dried. Maybe I waited too long. Imagine that, my timing's off. Let's go this way across here and see if I can get any of this. If I can be more exact in my rubbins. I keep turning the baby wipe so as not to contaminate the next wipe with the previous color. Use a magic eraser. I have some of those. They're in a magical place, I'm sure. Oh, that's better. I have a Cece painting upstairs that she brought me when she came down when she joined us on our retreat. However many years ago that was. Can I line this back up? And I just love, she did it with one of my pictograph stencils, which, oh, good Lord. I have way Way too many stencils. I really do. You know what I'm going to do? Something crazy. I'm just going to get... Oh, here it is. Here's one. Oh, no, that's not smaller, though. That's just a 6-inch one. That's what she said. Stop it. Uh-oh. I made the blob down here. So now we're going to have to go with the blob and blob it even more. Let's just make this one a cloud. I'll go down here with the little cloud. Bruce Springsteen is 74. Oh, no. So we're going to get crazy here for a minute. I know that's shocking. But we're going to do it and just see what happens. And I don't know that this is going to actually even work on the rougher watercolor paper. But if you think that's going to stop me, think again. I'm just going to grab any old random jelly plate that's sitting here. I just need a paint palette. So I'm going to take some bronze. This may be a big boo-boo. I think I have one open. Why do I have this one? Grab that one out here. Why is that down here? It's probably this one's empty. That's probably why. Actually, you know what I might do? Yeah, there's one up on my television stand that Cece brought me that I love. Love. Oh, yeah, that's not going anywhere. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, you know what? I'm going to save this for when I do the painty tissues, and I can put water in there and slop it all around. That's what I'm going to do. Meantime, I'm going to see if this will work. This is the high flow, same color. But I'm thinking this will brayer on thinner. That may be good or bad. I don't know. Did you notice that I say I'm going to follow the inspiration on some of the Allison's Oracle deck cards? And as soon as I start off on my own, I completely lose track of what I'm doing. And I don't do that. But let's do this. Let's just brayer this out a little bit. Oh, man, I need a bigger desk. You guys can't see me because I got you in here close. Let me get you a little bit more further out. So now I'm going to do this. I'm going to brayer. This is a texture plate, I think they call it. It's not a plate. It's like a rubber, like a stamp. Z, you'll remember what these are. I got these from your shop way back in the day. And now let's just see what happens here. Tell me that's not a ballsy move. That's what he said. See, you can use that in almost any scenario. Okay, here goes nothing. Ah, crap. Yep, nothing is nothing. That was too thin. Interesting. Not what I wanted. Okay, so let's put this over here. And let's, yeah, that's a shame. In my head, it's going to look really stinking cool. So let's, all right, don't panic. Don't anybody panic. I just need to reach over here and let me use this little flat brush here. It's an old cheapo acrylic brush. And while we got this here, we're going to really screw it up. Let's just freaking go for it, shall we? What are we going to do? Let's put some. Let's just adorn it, shall we, with the leftover paint? I mean, it may come out brilliant. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath, my friends. Let's do a little of this. It got very quiet. It's mixed media, right? I'm mixing my medias. All of them. Oh, that's disappointing. Crappity crap. Let's just do longer lines through this little cloud. Okay. That's about all of that paint I'm going to get out of there, I think. That is pretty properly hosed up right there, I think. I don't like to just scrip a little bit. I like to take it all the way home. Although it could probably be saved in some fashion, somehow, some way. Actually, looking in the my computer screen, I can't say that I hate it. Put this away. Put this out of my field of vision, so I don't think of anything else crazy to do with that. Although I'm wondering if the real fluid acrylics would have worked. You know what I mean, Vern? I don't know. Okay. Black will look great on this piece. I know, like, paint like half of it black. That's what I'm thinking. In what fashion, Miss Terracciano, would you suggest using black? Coming back through the stencil with some paint and repeat that design in black here and there. I don't know. Let's ponder that for a moment, shall we? Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Where's where is it? My little. Let's use the little black dotter. Just small touches. Small touches. I could do some birds. Let's do where do I want to do it? Let's do it down here. This is one of those little dot tools. A zig clean, oops, that's not very good. Color dot. And let's do something, whoop, do something over here to take the eye off of this. Actually draw the eye to it. Make it look intentional, like I wasn't really out of my mind when I did this. Let me just do it down here. What's the worst that can happen at this point? Let's just dive in and do it. Small touches, she says. Let's do a couple little lines in these little spots. I'm not looking at chat at the moment. I'm working on the masterpiece. Oh, hang on. Since we have all this celestial nonsense here, let's try a moon with my new water base gold Sharpie. Oh, and I want to put, hang on, let me get some. Get some of this lubed up here. Gold, oops, that was a big drop, and copper. Just for now. Oh, and I told you guys, I told a fib the other day when I thought this freebie that I got was Ocean. That's in the Summer Lovin' set. That is not correct. This is a new one. It's Holographic Mint. So I steered you wrong. Well, how can I see the holographic in there? I knew it looked a little different. I couldn't put my finger on it, and that's because I was wrong. Okay, let's there we go. Let's do that. see how shiny this comes out compared to what I know my Lizzie Linkas will do. I might have to let that first layer dry. You still like it, Gail, or you're just trying to be nice? Write this day down in your calendar, people. You know, this is not... I think... Oh, no, this is the arches. I'm going to let that dry. That's not doing what I expected it to do. I'm going to actually see what will lift off of there. I just don't want to stick my watercolor brush in that. I don't know what that is. Water-based metallic paint. All right. Actually, you know what? Do I want to make it copper? I think I'm going to make it copper. To go with all my brown fallish colors. Now that's shiny. Gosh, it's a pretty color. Now I don't know how this is going to go with, you know, what's underneath of there. We'll see. We'll let that dry. 35 people watching us. Oh, hey, Priscilla. No, I don't monetize my channel anymore. I took it off of being monetized, so I don't think any of that stuff. I don't know how much of that actually applies to my videos now, but I haven't been streaming that much lately, to be honest. I hope to change that. I see I got to put more of that in. None of this is near as shiny as that. So that means we must add more. So I'm going to take my long Tintoretto 3/0 and we're going to do something. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're doing something. Oh, I realized I didn't wet my brush first. Let's see if that makes a difference. There's a good bit of water here. Let's go here in this dark area and see what we can do. Here in this dark bit up here. Ooh, look at that. Hello, lover. Oh, I might bring you back as anyway. I might be able to pull you out of the trenches. What time is it? 7:15. I got time. What do I need to do here? Just that one hair on that brush. I'm making little slash marks on this outer ring. I love this little brush. Hey, Gail. Hey, M&M. Penny. I think it's, I know, right? All right, let's go. Let's make a couple little, do you want to do slashes through here? Let's do it. Against that, I like it against that dark. This little. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm just going crazy. Crazy, I tell you. No rhyme or reason. Just throwing it in there. It looks a little extra drab. It's going to be like a cosmic explosion. I got to back away. Like way far away. See what the hell I'm doing. Let's just do something down here. Real little. Real little. I got to make it wetter though, so it flows better. Oop, big drop coming off of there. There we go. I don't know what they're supposed to be. Exploding eyeballs or something. Who the hell knows? All right, let's get my little daughter out here. And let's put some little copper dots down in this dark bit over here. This is way shinier than my bronze, although my bronze was watered down and thin in the high flow, blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you, these Lissy Linka paints, I could eat them. I won't eat them. I could. This is pretty dark over in here. Let's brighten that up a little bit. And let's do a little teeny tiny bit more. Where's my... No, I don't want to put a whole drop in there. That's going to be too much water. Let's just do a little bit off of that brush. Oop. Sorry, not engaging with my audience much at the moment. All right, now I'm going to go back with another coat of the copper over top of this, over top of my moon. Well, someone from Maryland wrote to Patty's house and make her stop. Oh, Gayla, you have no control. over me. Unless, of course, as a mod, you can block me from my own channel. I haven't considered that. All right, after that, just so you know, I was going to stop anyway. I don't know what that little, I think that's a piece of paper fuzzed up over there. All right, back away. Back away. I did go a little crazy, but it's because I wasn't that attached to it that I thought, more is more. So let's let it dry. Let's come back to this one. I need water. I didn't bring the water. Got a little bit left over. Did you hear that power? Crush that Dasani bottle like nobody's business. But look what this did over here where that was real wet and wispy. Mama liked that. Okay, now what else didn't I do? See, I didn't get a drip. I like a drip. Love a good drip. Let me look at my little examples over here. Oh, I still didn't put those shapes in. I wonder if I can go over this and put some of those shapes in. But I don't know which of these may or may not be transparent. Gouache, I know, is not. A lot of the oceans are not. CB! So let's, I mean, I have 4,000 paints here, so I know I got something transparent. Oh, you know what? I might use this little ditty right here. So when I got those paints from, Australia, Tory Burton, is it? Tory Burton? Hang on. Hold on. Terra, it's called Terra. I'm trying to pick up a piece of laminated. There was the little swatch, laminated swatch that came with one of the little sets that I got. Oh, here we go. Oh no, that's just the colors. In this little ceramic pot, and they're called Terra, and they're from Australia. Tony Burt. Tony, Toni, Burt, BURT.com.au. Let's use these. And this one is, I forget what it was called. Oh, jeez. Louise. I forget what it was called. Yeah, Tony. Thanks, A. So what I'm thinking is, see these little shapes that were kind of translucent over top of stuff there? I may do some of that to try to cover up some of this bit a little bit. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. But you know what? We're just going to jump in. Let me wet this. Let me give these guys a little, I'll use my Lizzie dropper here. Why is CB so sweet? The foot is back. Oh, nice, CB. Very nice. Good thing I don't have my feelings hurt too easily. So let's let that. Hey, I gotta get it when I can get it, CB. This was a very last minute decision. So I'm going to, let's see. I know these are really strong colors, but are they transparent? And if I use them just very sheer, they probably would be okay, right? We're going to go with that. I'm going to use this one first. This one is just like a, I don't know what to call it, a shifter. I forget what she calls it. But it's like a shifter, but it's like, well, I don't know what it's like. Let's just leave it at that. So it's like a little hollow. It's not holographic. What's the word I'm using that I'm not using? It's not a color shift. It's not really just a metallic. Let's see if that dries. And is there something in this brush? Hey, Judy. And that's not showing me much of anything in there. So let's add a little bit of this purple in with that. Oh, hello. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Hello, lover. Look at you. So much for being transparent. You know what? Just for gigs, let's do one in a real watered down gold. I mean, maybe over here. A very loosey-goosey shape. Just a thin sheer layer. It's hard to get this to come across as sheer. And it looks like Hollywood lights. Let me bring it a little bit closer while I'm in here. I don't know how that's going to work there. Let's do another. Let's mix this with a little bit of this. Again, this is the channel for what not to do necessarily. And it's okay. Take some of that off of there. Last card I'm ever making, unless it's watercolor. I'm going to get more of this in there before it dries up on me. This puts a really pretty opalescent. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, I knew it would come to me. My brain, did you notice my brain slowed down while I was thinking? It happens. It really does. Let's do, just for, I'm going to say it, shits and giggles. Write me up, Gayla. I just don't care anymore. Let's go through here. that overlap. It would just be a very ghostly intersection there. Overlap. I think. Come on now, CB. Hey, did you get your paints, CB? Let's go do something over here. Oh, you know what? Let's do more of these little ghostly loop-de-loos here. Let's put some. Where do I want to go with that? I'm going to go right here. See how that mixes up. One day I would like to know how to type. I hope it's soon, CB. Um, that's really faint because this is so sheer. It hasn't been this big. See, for all you 5-year-olds out there that may be listening to Aunt Pappy, put this on your list, and 40, 50 years down the road, you're going to be so glad you did. Okay, now let's do, oh, here we go. Let's get crazy. Let's do, that was gold. Let's get some gold. And let's do somewhere. Where am I going to do it? Let's go down here. That's going to be too big of a brush to do that, I think. Is it? Well, I got it all buttered up. We're just going to do it. Oh, Susan, you got yours. How do you like them? I already know the answer. And Julie, you got some too? Oh, lovely. That's awesome. I know you guys are going to like them. That I do know. So now I got this gold. Let's go up here and do a little moon or a sun. Which is it? A celestial body to be determined at a later date. And I'm doing it without my stencil. Not stencil. What's that thing called? I'm doing it without it. Whatever that thing's called. I got some on my brush. Let's just dot it down here. Measly Something stunning. I've never seen anything quite like it. I know. I know. It is. They are not cheap paints. They're not for everybody. But they are. I'd love to know what kind of pigments there are, because I used to think creamer were the best, and they're beautiful, and I still love my rose gold, but it's got a completely different kind of shimmer. These are like they're lit from within somehow. I don't. It's magical. Yes, Patty, you made me buy them. Remember? Oh yes, I do remember flying to New Zealand and twisting your arm. Bless your little heart. I got a little lump out here in my moon. That's what he said. Let's not start that again. We just simmered down from that. You know what I want to do? I want to do something over here with that hollow pearlescent. Is that the word, pearlescent? It's not just pearlescent. It is, what's the word? Still bruised. Julian, all the stuff that you grow and harvest there, do you do figs? I was hoping that you did. That's why I sent you that recipe the other day that I saw. I was in Costco, it was probably a couple weeks ago now, and they had fresh figs. And I wanted to buy them. I love fresh figs, and I didn't get them. I don't think opalescence. I think that might be it, Liz. Um, Figs are revolting. You can look past that recipe that I so lovingly thought of you and sent you. I love figs. Revolting. Sweet Moses. What am I going to do here? You know what? I might just do some little shapes off of this. That little watermark there. And if I don't like it, it's okay. But see how reflective that little bit is there? Where is it over here? Probably can't see it over here till it's dry. I can see it. I'm gonna just do something right here, just to get this off of my brush. Just kind of a shadow of that little same kind of shape. I've gotten myself into a trance here, I believe. Somebody sees my head go down and I start snoring. Tell Dave to bring my CPAP down and hook me up for the night. April! I'm making a mess, my friend. I don't know. Well, I don't hate it. I like the colors. It's kind of a lot of colors, but I like it. So let's do a couple little birds, which I would never put in my work, but I like it when Allison makes these little, let's call them V-birds. Something that I can do. I guess that's why I like it. I don't want to put my hand in this that's still wet. I probably will. That's okay. It's all right. Pull my arm up at an angle. Oops, almost messed that one up. You look like a big angry bird, like a pterodactyl or something. Let's see, what am I missing? Tosley's 10 acrylic inks today. What kind were they, Susan? Oh, the birds got them. Which set are you using? Um, is that directed at me, April? This is just the metallic prism set with all the crystal colors in it. And I'm just using the gold right now. I made this monstrosity earlier. It got away from me, as you can tell. It seems like when I go out of my color comfort zone, I get lost. Oh, there you go, CB. Friday, and they're here now. Good night. Okay, what else do I need to do here? I need to do something else. I know it. I just know it. Maybe some, now can you start to see what that's done to those colors with that little opalescence shine? These are the Terra colors from Australia. And there's that little ghostly image there. And over here, there's another one. They got to dry first before you can see them, I guess. I'm thinking I need a big circle or something. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, hang on. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I missed doing it the other day, too. Those little lines, wispy lines through there with the dots. Those are a bad example of wispy lines with dots. I used the wrong pen. I used my bird pen for that. And that little eyelash brush was just too much of this going on. Dale Aroundy. Oh, that's not good. I have some of those. Liquid text. Shook them on schedule or something would all ruin. Oh, crap. Well, I'm not surprised, CB. You know, when you order your lingerie and all that stuff and tempt them, what do you expect them to do? So I'm thinking, you know, I wonder if I should take this again with my little skinny mini brush like so and make some real big wispy almost translucent circles and then come back with some of my gold and go kind of over it. I can never hit the same line. So where am I going to put you? Where am I going to put you? That gold's still a little wet. Maybe I'll go right through there and let it run into it. Oh, well, here we go. More painting and less yakking. Gotta get more pigment on there, though. This is very sheer. Is that where I want to do it? I don't know. I feel like I need to break that up a little bit, but here we go. Let's just get in there. No crybabying. It's a piece of paper. All right, now I'm going to go back and get some gold. Stitching. Patti, those look like vicious jagged teeth. These, I was trying to imitate my smile. All right, let's get some. And I'm just going to go right over those where they were and let them kind of. Whatever happens, happens. Okay, now I think I might walk away from that. What was the first little pan you used? Oh, Lord. Oh, this? You mean this little jobber here? April? That's by Terra, Terra, in Australia. Tony Burt. I got that little palette of 3, and then she threw in one of these for me. It was she had another set like this that was her silver, her gold, and one of those. I forget what she calls it. Opalescence. I don't know. I have to look it up. But I have so many gold, and this is right before I got my Lizzie Linkas. So I thought I got too many golds. What was I drinking? I don't know. But anyway, so I wanted one of those singularly, and she threw it in for me. It wasn't anyway. So I don't remember. It's not marked other than saying Terra, but that's what it is. It's the only one like that she sells. I think you need some alcohol. That's what I need. A little Bailey's always sounds good. I love Bailey's. And Bailey's loves me. Sometimes. Oh, look where that gold mixed with that little opalescence purpley pink shade there. Very faint. I wonder if I can see it with my phone. My camera. Oh yeah, there you go. You can see the Lizzie Linka sparkling through the where I kind of I joined it there, overlapped it. Come on. All right. Let's see. What time it be? Almost 8. You might lure me there with that, CB. With CB in April. CB loves a good cocktail. Bless her heart. I don't hate this one. I'm walking away. I'm going to let that sit there. So I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to take this monstrosity off of my block, and I'm going to throw some down for just another background, all crazy like. Let's see what happens. See, there's that one. Who was that? April that came in late. I got a little crazy with the lines flicking out of the circles. And so I tried to use my texture stamp. See that gone wrong there with acrylic paint in the background, that a Zodiac. And then I had bronze on my jelly plate, so I painted some bronze with my brush all over the place. I lifted some paint up with a stencil. See the shadows in there and here. Seemed like a good idea at the time, but you never know when to stop. It's okay. Doesn't make me a bad person. So let's, since I have these out here, these Terra paints, let me throw, and this was a separate one I got that was, I think this one's called Cosmo. They didn't have it in a trio like this. This trio, oh, I lost it. Where is it? Here it is. This trio, the colors are called Bewitched is the yellow, High Priestess is the purple, and Forest Folk is the green. And this is more of a turquoise blue-green, and it's called Cosmos. Oh, not on my paper. Sweet Moses. So let's just use these, and I'm going to use them in different strengths and water them down, let them bleed into each other like I like to do with the Masha. But I'm going to keep them separate so you can see how these act as well. Well, there we go. And I might throw a little gouache in there. You don't know what's going to happen. You like big butts. What the hell are you talking about in chat? I'm sure Gail is in the middle of that somehow. The dreaded typo. It's part of my charm. I'm going to pull this out a little bit. Oops, wrong way. Because I got myself backed into a corner here. I'm going to wet these. And I don't know what else I'm going to use. We'll see. I'll throw a little spritz on here and here. But I don't want to use Masha with this because I want you to see the granulating of these separately. Groovy. I'm going to pull this over here so I can push this forward more. There we go. Look at that. I do a little gala. Depends on the day. Okay, so let's go in with this High Priestess. This is a really, really pretty purple. Oh, I know I'll never stop this from dripping all the way down the paper. It's too close. Too close. So I'm going to go in with the yellow because I know yellow and purple will do crazy things sometimes. Let's see how crazy it's going to go. I'm just going to touch it here and there. And now this is the Forest Folk. Real pretty turquoise, but more on the green side. And now I'm going to drop a little bit of this purple again close to that because that, as I recall, did some really pretty things. That's starting to get interesting over there. Actually, let's do up here where this is still wet. Let's put some up here. Mostly this is an experiment now, not a, it's gone from an experiment, a painting, to an experiment. As most of my projects do. Let's do a little bit of this in a watered down fashion up here and make it much lighter. Now I'm going to get some of this Cosmos. And you'll see the difference in that color from the other green. Subtle, but it's there. See how these are just really smushing together? This didn't granulate as much over here as I expected it would. So let's, I don't remember which one that is. I think it's this one. Let's go back and make that a little louder. Let's see, can I get that to drip? Oh, I have the green going into the purple and getting in this drip. Oh, and look how these, oh, that looks cool. It do. Let's throw a little bit of this. Oops, I've got a lot of green in my brush still. How revealing. Get that out of there. Okay, let's pick up a little bit of this. I forget what this is called. Oh, that's so pretty right there. Oh, look, I still got green in my brush after all that. But it's going to mix with this really pretty pearlescent, iridescent, whatever that is. I got to look that up. It's going to drive me crazy. I'm going to go get some of this over here too on the inside. I'm going to try to touch this down and let it kiss into these other colors and become a cloud of loveliness. Penny. Is Penny here? No, you're just teasing me. Oh, I I can work a pole. Don't anybody be misguided about that. Not like I used to, of course. You know, drop some of that in there. Got a little puddle there. Add that in there while it's wet. Oops. That's wet in there. We'll throw some in. And we'll throw some in this little yellow bit that's wet. That's all mixed up now. I can. I didn't say it was going to be pretty. Like my girlfriend Gail always says, I never was the pretty one, but I was always a sport. Bless her heart. I'm leaving with her Friday morning. We're going to Ocean City for the weekend to stay at a friend's house that lives down there. This, I don't know what happened here. This isn't looking like I expected it to in this little blissful cloud-like pile. Ocean City is on the coast of Maryland, on the ocean. The ocean. Hence the name Ocean City. See how clever I am? So let's see. Will this work? You can see some of the magnificence happening here. And I don't think these little clouds are going to show up until it dries and I can tilt the page to see the little whatever this is. I'm going to look that up right now. I'm just seeing if you guys are paying attention. Don't dumb me. Hey, Susan. Welcome. It's really, you can really make it look different. Like down here, it's almost so deep that it's orange. Now here, some of the cosmos did come in with it, but I watered that down a lot more and made it look really different. I was going to do that with some of the other paints, but I didn't quite get there before it got away from me. But hang on. I want to see what this is. Let's see. Terra Watercolors. Tony Burt. Just realized I haven't eaten anything. I don't know that it matters to any of you. Is she actually buying some? Me? No. I'm trying to find out the name, so I call this the proper color. In case anybody decides want to buy those. Hang on. It's bugging me because I can't remember what the heck it's called. Shop. Shop now. Well, you never know, Gail. I said I'm not, but you don't know what's going to happen. Pottery and paints. She's got some cute water bowls too. Oh, she's got new colors out there, more earthy colors. Oh, and a pinky color called blush. That's pretty. Oh, Nocturne. Oh, why did I come out here? Why? Why? Um, I'm going to find it. Give me a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, there we go. What is this? Here we go. Here's the trio that had the silver, the gold, and the what is it? Metallic paints are gold, silver, and iridescent pearl. So I guess that's iridescent pearl. Oh no, here we go. Pot of gold, moonbeam, and stardust. I knew it was some another name. That's just kind of what type it is that it's iridescent, but it's called well, is it stardust or moonbeam? So the three, so it's silver, gold, and this, and it's the names are pot of gold. I would assume that's the gold. So moonbeam, would you assume that moonbeam or stardust is the silver? Let's take a poll. And whatever one isn't silver is that one. So for some reason, I want to say moonbeam. I don't know. Well, we narrowed it down to 2. Oh, Lordy. It's not quite dry enough yet. You can start to see this one down here. You can see that purpley kind of glow to that little cloud there. And can you see it in this one? Yes, a little bit. This one's still kind of wet. I can't. It's in there. I know it's in there because I put it there. It's hard to see. But I mean, some of these blooms are really cool when those colors mix. Right? Cool. Do you all know what Prussian blue is the only antidote to radiation poisoning? The U.S. keeps an undisclosed location under lock and key. What is happening here? Hey, Bonnie, how you doing, hon? Yeah, Susan is right. There's an Ocean City, Maryland, and an Ocean City, New Jersey, on the same ocean. Moonbeam has more pink in it, so I'm going to go with Stardust. Looks like Moonbeam has more pink in it, so you're going to go with Stardust. So you think this is Moonbeam? The little pink shimmery bit. Oh, I need over a couple tubes of Prussian blue just in case. What time is it? 8:09. Come on, work with me. I was down here the other day, sat at my desk, and my camera fell off right into the middle of the desk. So I had to fiddle with my and see where it's on my hand. That pinky, well, it's kind of a mixture of things on my hands, but that pinky purple, that's what that is. Yeah, we always did too when I was a kid. The ocean was still there way back when. So do I want to do anything else with this one at the moment? Maybe I'll just let that one dry. It will be on your original order email. Probably was. Well, I don't know because she just threw it in for me. I think it was a gift to shut me up. So this one's getting dry now. See it on here where you can see that purpley pink little shadow in there and the little lines in there. And I put that on top of the, so this was the purple and the forest folk, like these two right here, that I watered down and then put that, I'm going to go with Moonbeam over top of it. I love breakfast for dinner, especially when the weather turns for some reason. I do that a lot through the winter. And like over here, it's just that color over top of the other ones. But see how it's very sheer and it's got that purple pink shine to it. You can't hate that, people. Where is my, I'm going to try to get this off of the, actually, you know what? I'm going to do this one. This one is drier. I'll let that one sit to dry. I'm really liking these lighter colors like this other one I did the other day. Well, not that monstrosity. This one. I mean, that's lighter for me, right? But I like those colors. And I was doing it to get out of my box and buy jiggities. I got out of my box. I got way the hell out of the box on that deal. Oh, Lordy. But I do like that. I don't know what else I'm going to do to it, but I'm going to give myself some time to ponder. Here we go. Okay, let's put you up there. That stack's getting really high. It's only going to stay up there for so much longer, and then there's going to be a problem. So I just want to take some paints and throw a mishmash of paints on here as a background for the next time. And see what happens. Do I want to go sideways or do I want to go vertical? I think I'm going to go sideways. Gayla seems to prefer those. I agree about stitching. Bye, Julie. Probably going to go eat some figs in the closet. Thanks, Bonnie. A couple of them got away from me, but you know, it's all about learning. You know what? I'm going to pull this mystery palette out here. So I took a bunch of my, these are all granulating, but they're granulating ones that were outside of my palettes. And I kind of threw them together in here. And I haven't swatched them yet, so I don't really know what anything is. Much. I know what some of them are. I know these down here are the Schminke super granulating ones. Xandra sent me those pans when she got her stuff. And I know these are nibs, the Lightning and Abyss, a couple of my favorites in there. And I know these are, this one's Palace, and I forget who made, I gotta look that up because I was trying to figure that out the other day when I used it, and I can't remember the name of the shop. Let's see. Purchases. Huh. Well, I knew that's not it. Hold on. Names. Oh, Addison and Sedgwick. Those three are Addison and Sedgwick on Etsy. Oh, wait a minute. Opera House. I did really like that one. Sludge. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out. That's going to be for maybe after I retire. I can make the chart for this one. Figure out what the heck everything is. But in the meantime, let's not be scared. Let's just, I know these are artsy Obulette or something like that. They're an octarine from France and one from hey Devin. Oh my gosh, what's her name? Aria Bond. I saw her using the artsy Obulette, I think they're called, on Etsy, and they are really nice. That's what most of this top row is. Actually, that's got a lot of pretty colors in it. We're going there. Okay, let's just throw some stuff down on this piece of paper. Let me do this. No idea which colors they are. And her colors are numbered, and actually she sends a sheet out when you order from her. I'm trying to find the sheet. It is fine print, a couple of pages, 4 or 5 columns on a page of the numbered colors and kind of what their names are. Oh, my brain was hurting actually. I couldn't, and you know how in Europe they make a 1 that looks like a 7 to us? And when it's little and blurred on a half pan and there's 4 digits, oh, some of them were a little iffy, but I'm just going by how pretty they are. So, and they are pretty. So, I don't know. Let's just start throwing some down here and see what happens. And then I'm going to let this dry and go get something to eat before I fade away to nothing. I remember Aria had a artsy. They sent Aria a sample of this turquoise. I think it was this one right here. And I saw Aria use that. I was like, "What are you using?" She said, "I don't know. It was a sample they sent me." So I figured it out. And then right after I was getting ready to place an order, they came out with an ocean set with all those in one set. Hello, lover. Look at you. I'm going to bring in a little bit. You won't be able to see my pan that I'm dipping into, but you'll be able to see what they're doing over here. I mean, look at that. Come on. You cannot hate that, people. And let's go with this. It's the lighter of the purples that I have from them. And let's do this little guy right here. A real light minty looking green. And this darker blue is this. Some of these half pans, I want to show you how she fills these pans. Can you see how overfilled? I'm going to dump the whole flipping thing. I'm trying, like this one right here. Can you see how high that comes out of the pan? Kind of look at that back row there, how they're just heaping over top of the pan. They're very generous fills. I don't know what that color is. It's a green. But we're going to dip into it. Oh, look at you. And this one looks like a really intense purple. And it is. Now, I'm trying to remember. I'm going to go down here. I think this is one of the octarine pans. I think that her pans were black half pans. Those were the ones from France. And I blame Christy Rice. She did a I did see that, Devin. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. I saw that. Unbelievable. I should have put that somewhere not against that color in particular, but that's okay. Oh, it's breaking up already. It's already granulating. It's got a blue in there. Ooh, that's pretty. And then let's see. What is this one? This is another one of those. I see the... All I see is the black half pan. What is this one, I wonder? That's octarine as well. Let me go back down here. Some of them are so much alike. For doing this, you might not see the beauty of them. Let's see, what's this one? Okay, running out of space. We're going to go one more lump. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? I don't know what these are. Let's do this. This is a nibs. I think this one is Abyss. What kind of rinsing pot do you use? It sounds fancy. It is actually, speaking of Christy Rice, it's one of her ceramic pots. It's very dirty right now. But it's got that tube in the middle. I usually try to put my dirtiest brush in the middle and then clean it on the big ring of water on the outside. It does that lasts for about 5 dips and then it's all dirty. Nothing against the pot. It's just me. I'm a dirty girl. You're welcome. So, you know what? I'm going to drop, a little more of this pinky purple down the bottom here where this is still wet. A little wet. I need to wash that. I need to wash my brushes. I really do. All right, I think I'm just gonna, I'm half tempted. Half. tempted. Mm-hmm. Patty, you need a t-shirt with on the dirty. I have one. See, you all think you know what's going on here. I'm going to pull some of this down with this little teeny brush and make some little loop-de-loos here. And let's take some of this. Look at all this laying here. Well, that was a no-no. That didn't work out so good, but that's okay. Couldn't draw a half a circle if I had to. That's okay. It's all okay. I might have to wear that t-shirt next time I go with Dave to his podiatrist office. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, that's why this looks weird. That goes over here. That was an earlier joke. But they look awfully pretty together, don't they? I'm thinking about, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I'm just going to whiz some color in here. I am. Or maybe I should take one of the ocean colors. I mean, the summer loving colors. And I love this blue butterfly one. When you're using the blues and the purples and the turquoises, it goes really nice. Let's get that one lubed up. We're going in. Well, then these are going to look excellent, Evan. They're very wonky. I mean, I'm not a machine, people. Okay, let's get some of this really creamed up in here. Might be a little too much water. Some strong pigment in there. There we go. All right, let's see. And I'm going to drag it through these wet spots. And this paper's all wrinkled again. Oh, that's what I don't like about this paper. This is really wet in here. I don't think I can make a circle in there. We're going to try it. And I think I'll just lay some of this here and there. Oops. With some marks. That long strokes of that brush. And just get some marks that'll just dry with this down here. Oh, that really blended in down there. And there. Oh, that did a little something crazy. All right, back away from the circles. Does it look at pretty hard, make you happy? That's my goal, to make you happy, despite what Gayla says. Gosh, even this on this dirty, well, you can't see it, but I just made some marks cleaning off my brush on this dirty overpainted underpaper here that's newsprint. And it's so pretty. But yes, colors brighten my day. It's uplifting. All right, we're going to let that one sit and think. But see, I shouldn't do this. I'm going to do it real quick. See how wrinkly that paper is? Oh, I won't be getting that one again. And here's this one drying. Well, now you can see that moonbeam in there. Okay, kids. Mama's going to have to go eat. I'm going to put my cards away. Keep them out of harm's way. These are some of Allison Durant's Oracle deck cards for her art poetry for Insights and Inspiration Oracle deck, which is beautimous. You can check it out on her website. Dot, you're here. What are you doing here? Do you ever sleep? Don't tell me you're out to dinner again. It's freaking 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's on a block, so I'd have to cut it off of there, and then it's gonna, which I can do, but I mean it's just gonna flop around and run a little bit. I'll try to mash it into shape once it dries. But anyway, check out Allison's YouTube channel. Great YouTube videos, and she encourages people to try to emulate her artwork, not to copy it and sell it, of course, but to learn from it, which I think is really exceptional of someone at her level of, she's an artist for a living. She was an RN and quit nursing to go into art full time. And, for somebody to share as much as she shares and encourage you to try out her style. And that, then hopefully you put some of your own spin on it and it becomes yours in a different way, but you can see where the inspiration came from. But she encourages you to do that. And I always try to give back credit to whoever I'm doing that, using their style, because I think it's important to give back credit when you're not trying to act like, oh, I did this all on my own. Look how good I am. You guys know better than that. So, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm talking out of my head now because I need some food. So, actually, I like this now that I'm looking at it here on the camera. Mama like it. Okay, guys, I'm going to run. Thanks for jumping on with me. I know it was a little impromptu, but I like to keep you guessing. See you next time. Bye, guys. Thank you. Thanks, mods. And even you, Gayla.